And of the blue and purple and scarlet they made woven garments for ministering in the sanctuary. And they made the holy garments for Aaron, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the ephod of gold, blue and purple and scarlet, and fine-twined bleached linen. And they beat the gold into thin plates, and cut threads to work it into the blue, and into the purple, and into the scarlet, and into the bleached linen, the work of an artisan. They made shoulder pieces for it to couple it together. It was coupled together by the two edges. And the fastening band of his ephod that was upon it was of the same materials and workmanship, of gold, blue and purple and scarlet, and fine-twined bleached linen, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made stones of onyx set in plated work of gold, engraved as signets are engraved, with the names of the children of Israel. And he put them on the shoulders of the ephod, stones for a memorial to the children of Israel, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the breastplate in skilled work, like the work of the ephod, of gold, blue and purple and scarlet, and fine-twined bleached linen. It was square. They made the breastplate double. Its length was a span, and its breadth a span when doubled. And they set 4 rows of stones in it. 1 row was a sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle, the first row. And the second row, an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. And the third row, a ligure, an agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper, set in plated work of gold in their settings. And the stones were according to the names of the sons of Israel, 12, according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, every one with its name according to the 12 tribes. And they made cords of chains upon the breastplate, of woven work of pure gold. And they made 2 platings of gold and 2 gold rings. And they put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. And they put the 2 cords of gold in the 2 rings on the ends of the breastplate. And the 2 ends of the 2 cords were fastened in the 2 platings. And they put them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod on its front. And they made 2 rings of gold, and they put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate, on its border, on the inward side of the ephod. And they made 2 golden rings, and put them on the 2 sides of the ephod underneath, toward the front of it, near the other coupling of it, above to the band of the ephod. And they bound the breastplate by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, so that it might be above the bands of the ephod, and so that the breastplate might not be loosened from the ephod, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the robe of the ephod of woven work, all of blue. And the opening in the middle of the robe was like the opening in a garment, with a binding around the opening, so that it might not tear. And they made upon the hems of the robe pomegranates of blue and purple and scarlet, and twined bleached linen. And they made bells of pure gold, and put the bells between the pomegranates upon the hems of the robe all around, between the pomegranates. A bell and the pomegranate, a bell and the pomegranate, all around the hem of the robe to minister in, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made the tunics of bleached linen of woven work for Aaron and for his sons. And they made a mitre of bleached linen, and the headdress of the caps of bleached linen, and linen breeches of fine-twined bleached linen. And a girdle of fine-twined bleached linen, and blue and purple and scarlet, for needlework, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made the plate of the holy crown of pure gold, and wrote upon it an inscription of the engravings of a signet, Holiness to the Lord. And they tied a lace of blue to it in order to fasten it on high upon the mitre, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And all the work of the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation was finished. And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they did. And they brought the tabernacle to Moses, the tent, and all its furniture, its clasps, its boards, its bars, and its pillars, and its bases. And the covering of ram skins dyed red, and the covering of tanned leather skins, and the veil of the covering, the ark of the testimony and its staves, and the mercy seat, the table and all its vessels, and the showbread, the pure lampstand, its lamps, even the lamps to be set in order, and all the vessels of it, and the oil for light, and the golden altar, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the screen for the tabernacle door, the bronze altar, and its grate of bronze, its staves, and all its vessels, the laver and its base, the curtains of the court, its pillars and its sockets, and the screen for the court gate, its cords and its pegs, and all the vessels of the service of the tabernacle for the tent of the congregation, the woven garments for ministering in the sanctuary, and the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and his sons' garments to minister in the priest's office. According to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so the children of Israel made all the work. And Moses looked upon all the work, and behold, they had done it, as the Lord commanded, even so they had done it. And Moses blessed them.